Good afternoon, students. I welcome you. Very important topic, chapter 13, magnetic effects of electric current. We have studied in the last chapter, which was electric current. Electric current is the flow of charge through a conductor. And here it was discovered that when electric current flows through a conductor, it has magnetic effect. We are saying electric current, if this is a wire, this is a conductor, if electric current flows through this conductor, then it has a magnetic effect. It produces a magnetic field, but it has magnetic effect. How it was discovered? It was discovered accidentally by Hans Christian Ørsted when he was performing an experiment. And what he found, that when electric current was flowing through a conductor, and he found that compass needle, he had a compass needle near to this. What is a compass needle? I will tell you just now. This compass needle got deflected. What happened? It got deflected. So the result was, if you have some compass needle, there is a bar magnet inside this, very light bar magnet. This needle points towards definite, and then as it gets deflected, when the needle is brought near the conductor carrying the current. That is what we mean by magnetic effects of current. Here is a picture of Hans Christian Ørsted, 1707 to 1851, 777 1851. He was one of the leading scientists of 19th century and played a crucial role in understanding electromagnetism. You are very well aware of the applications of electromagnetism in our daily life. Electricity is passed, and what is the result? Magnets are produced, and large number of electrical appliances are working on that. In 1820, he accidentally discovered that compass needle got deflected when electric current is passed through metallic wire placed nearby. This is very important point, as we have shown that if you have a conductor, if current is flowing through this is a wire, copper wire, current is flowing through this, and what he found, there was a compass needle placed near it, it got deflected. Through this observation, Ørsted showed electricity and magnetism are related phenomena. Very important, that when electric current is passed, magnetic field has been produced. His research later created technologies such as radio, television, fiber optics, and the unit of magnetic field strength is named Ørsted in his honor. Ørsted is the unit of the magnetic field strength. All right. What we are saying, what is a compass needle, students? Here is a picture of the compass needle. You can see red color, blue color. This is nothing but small lightweight magnet. It has a small lightweight magnet. What is inside this small lightweight magnet? It is balanced on frictionless pivot point. Frictionless pivot point. That means it can move if some magnetic field will be around it. The magnet actually forms a needle of the compass. This is called the needle of the compass. The end of needle is usually marked with N. N for the north, and for the north are colored red, and is oriented in the Earth's magnetic field. It is oriented in the Earth's magnetic field. You know, our Earth is also a magnet. Earth's magnetic field. It is oriented towards Earth magnetic field. Earth's magnetic field. You know what happens if I take a compass needle If this is my compass needle, then we will find that it points in a definite direction when we suspend it freely. When we suspend it freely, there is a north and south, which points toward the north pole of the earth and S toward the south pole. Now the question is, how will we perform an experiment to show that there is a magnetic field around a current carrying conductor? An experiment. Describe an experiment, describe an activity to show that there is a magnetic field around a current carrying conductor. What we said, this is a copper wire and I pass current through it. How will I generate current? I know what I have to do. If you will have a circuit, you have to create a circuit. In the current, we have shown you how do we create a circuit, and you know the symbols what we are using. You will have to attach a battery. How will you attach a battery? You know, this is plus minus plus. This is our battery. What will happen if you attach a battery? Then you have ammeter. Ammeter is an instrument which measures the current. What will happen? Here is another rheostat R. What will happen? The current will flow through this. This is positive. The direction of the current is this one, opposite to the direction of the flow of the electrons. Now, this is a copper wire which is placed between 2 points. I'm saying X and Y. Inside this, there is a copper wire. What do we have? Copper. Copper is a good conductor of electricity. When no current flows in the circuit, what will happen? If I take the compass needle, this is my compass needle. This is a compass needle. We have shown you the diagram of that compass needle. And you know, it is pointing towards north and south of the earth, north axis, south axis. Know when first no current flows. If no current flows, what happens to the needle? Nothing. No deflection. No deflection in compass needle. In compass needle. Second, what I will do? When I will pass the current, what will be the result of that? This needle will get deflected. When you complete the circuit, plug the key, plug the key. When you will plug the key, circuit is complete. What happens? Pass the current through the circuit by inserting the key into the plug. Circuit closed. Current will flow. What will happen? Current will flow in the copper wire and the result will be compass needle is deflected. Compass needle is deflected. Compass needle is deflected. So what this experiment proves, that there is a magnetic field around a current carrying conductor. This is an activity you can perform in your physics lab, in the school easily, and you will get this result, that the compass needle will deflect when electric current will flow through the current carrying conductor. Here is a complete picture of that, which is given in your NCERT book. You can see it. And compass needle is deflected on passing electric current through a metallic conductor. What we are saying, there is a magnetic field and there are field lines. Whenever you have a magnet, you have seen a bar magnet. You have seen a bar magnet. It is labeled as N and S. So what happens, students? If you bring some iron nails, it will attract the iron nails. These iron nails will be attracted because there is a magnetic field. There is a magnetic field around the magnet. But you know, the magnetic field or magnetic force is exerted only over a particular distance. and it becomes weak as you go away from it. After some distance, you will experience no magnetic force or no magnetic field is exerted. But there is a field around the magnet that we know we can do an activity and see it. Every bar magnet has a field around it. And we are saying there are field lines, which we will show you just now what it means by field lines. So a magnetic field is the area around a magnet or magnetic object or an electric charge in which magnetic force is exerted. There will be some area over which the magnetic force will be exerted by the magnetic field, and that is what we call as there is a magnetic field around every magnet, or if current is flowing through a wire, it also becomes magnetic. What is a bar magnet? You already have seen it. You can see it in the science lab. Bar magnet is a rectangular piece of object. This is a rectangular piece of object. I have shown it here. It is made up of iron, steel, or any ferromagnetic substance. Ferromagnetic substance are those which are highly magnetic. They are strong. They attract the metals around them strongly. Having permanent magnetic properties. This has a what I'm writing permanent magnetic properties. What do you mean by permanent magnetic properties? There is a magnetic field around it, and the magnetic field will exert a magnetic force. The magnet has two poles. Always we say there are two poles of the magnet. One is the north pole, other is the south pole. When you suspend it freely, magnet align itself so that north pole points towards the magnetic north pole of the earth. Inside the earth also you have a magnet. So what we are saying, the north pole points towards the magnetic north pole of the earth. That is what we call as our north pole. Okay. Now we are saying that there are every magnet has a field around it, and there are lines of magnetic lines of force are there. So how will we show it? By an experiment. There are magnetic lines. There are magnetic lines around a magnet. So we can perform another experiment or activity. This is a bar magnet. You can see bar magnet, north, south. Fix a sheet of white paper on a drawing board using some adhesive material. Place a bar magnet in the center of it. Sprinkle some iron filings uniformly around the bar magnet. A salt sprinkler may be used for this purpose. Now tap the board gently. What do you observe? What do you observe? You can see here the iron filings arrange themselves in a pattern. This is a magnet. You can see north and south. And as you can see, these iron filings, what they have done? Iron filings arrange in a pattern, arrange themselves in a pattern. They arrange themselves in a pattern. So see the pattern. There is a pattern in which they are arranging these iron filings. Why do iron filings arrange such a pattern? What it shows, the magnet exerts its influence in the region surrounding it. That means magnet exerts its influence surrounding it. Whatever magnet is there, it is surrounding in the surroundings, it is exerting its influence. It is influence. Therefore, iron filing experiences a force. Iron filings experience a force. What we say magnetic force, experience a force, whatever force is there. The force, the force thus exerted makes iron filings to arrange in a pattern. This force arranges iron filings, in a pattern. This arranges them in a pattern. The region surrounding a magnet in which force of magnet can be detected is said to have magnetic field. So we can say that there is a magnetic field around the magnet. The region in which you can experience this, there is a magnetic field. We can say there is a magnetic field around the magnet. So around the magnet we have a magnetic field. So after some distance you will see that this does not exist. With as the distance increases, this field will keep on decreasing and we cannot detect the field after some space. So the lines along which the iron filings align themselves are called magnetic lines of force. The lines, you can see the lines, these are the lines. The lines along which iron filings align themselves they are called magnetic field lines. What we are saying, magnetic field lines are there. So magnet has a magnetic field around it. Magnetic field will exert a magnetic force on the iron nails, and also they will align up themselves in a pattern. So this is what we say, there are magnetic field lines. Around the magnet. So are there other ways of obtaining magnetic field lines? Magnetic field line, what do you mean by magnetic field lines? Magnetic field lines are visual tool used to represent magnetic fields. They describe the direction of the magnetic force on a north monopole at a given position. The density of lines indicates the magnitude of the field. Density means where somewhere you will see the pattern is very thick, somewhere it is less thick. So where the pattern is very thick, that shows the magnitude of the field is stronger. The magnetic field is stronger and crowded near the poles of the magnet, because you will see in the picture. What do you see? See here, they are very dense. This is very dense area, and they are becoming less dense as you move away from the magnet. Farther away you move from the magnet, they become less dense. Near the poles, you can see near the poles, they are very dense. The field is very dense. So magnetic field lines can be used as a tool to represent magnetic field, and they also give us the direction of the magnetic force. Density, the thicker they are at a particular region, that means greater is the field. Magnetic field lines can be mapped out using a compass. So how will you map magnetic field lines? Again, we will use a compass, and we will perform an activity, an experiment, which is given in the NCERT book. What we want? We want to map a map of magnetic field lines. So you are saying every magnet has a field around it. This magnetic field exerts a force, and also every magnetic field, there are magnetic lines of force. We can draw the map of them by using compass. How? Take a small compass and a bar magnet. Place the magnet on sheet of paper fixed on a drawing board. using some adhesive material. Mark the boundary of the magnet. Now place the compass near the north pole of the magnet. How does it behave? The south pole of the needle points towards the north pole of the magnet. The north of the compass is directed away from north pole of the magnet. You are already aware like poles repel, unlike poles attract. So what is the activity we are doing? You can see this is our bar magnet and this is my compass. North will attract the south pole, and you can bring the compass needle and mark the direction. Again, you bring the compass needle, you will see that the pattern will be like this. Keep on changing the position of the compass, you will see. Mark the position of two ends of the needle. This is a compass needle, which one is south, other is north. So mark on the piece of paper where you are doing this. Mark the position of two ends. Now move the needle to the new position such that its south pole occupies the position previously accepted by the north. This is the first. Then I will put whatever, wherever there is a south, I put the north there. This is north, then I put the south like this. You can keep on putting the needle. So proceed step by step till you reach the south pole of the magnet. From north, you go south with a compass. Join the points marked on the paper by smooth curve. So the needle has a north and a south. Make those points and then you join the points. Marked by this curve represent a field line. If you will join this, what will happen? Join this compass. Join, students. So what do you get? These are the field lines. Again, you start the compass here and keep on moving like this. So you repeat the above procedure and draw as many lines. You will get a pattern. You can draw more and more lines. You can see this is, you will get a pattern. What it shows, these are the field lines. These lines represent magnetic field around the magnet. What the lines represent? The lines represent magnetic field around the magnet. They represent the magnetic field around the magnet. These are known as magnetic field lines. Observe the deflection in the compass needle as you move it along the field. Deflection increases as the needle is moved towards the poles. Near the poles, you know, deflection is more. And if you take away, deflection becomes less. So what we have drawn? Magnetic lines of force. What we are drawing is magnetic lines of force. So magnetic field is a quantity which has both direction and magnitude. The direction of magnetic field is taken to be the direction in which north pole of the compass moves in. It is taken by convention that the field lines emerge from north and merge from to the south. Note the arrows indicated. Here is a picture of that. Field lines around a bar magnet. What are these field lines? You can draw it by using a compass. What you can draw? Field lines around a magnet. Note down, note down. A magnetic field is a vector field that describes the magnetic influence on moving electric charge, electric currents, and magnetic materials. A moving charge in a magnetic field experiences a force perpendicular to its own velocity and to the magnetic field. The relative strength of magnetic field is shown by the degree of closeness of the field lines. When the field lines are very dense, very close, that shows stronger field. The field is stronger. The relative strength of magnetic field is shown by the degree of closeness of the field lines. Where the field lines are dense, closer, there the magnetic field is stronger. That is the force acting on pole of another magnet placed is greater where the field lines are crowded. So wherever the field lines are crowded, dense, it is greater. No two field lines are found to cross each other. Important point. No two field lines are found to cross each other. If they did, it would mean that at the point of intersection, the compass needle would point towards two directions, which is not possible. At one point, the compass needle can only point towards one direction. It cannot point towards two positions. So no two field lines are found to cross each other. The strength of the magnetic field called the magnetic flux density is measured in Tesla. There are also many other units and terms used in the field of electromagnetism, including Weber, Maxwell, Gauss, and even 109 gamma. So we will be using Tesla for the measurement of magnetic field. Note down, students, note down. Note down everything. What are the properties of magnetic field lines? You have seen, if I put a bar magnet, there is a magnetic field around it. And we can also, there are magnetic lines of force. We can draw the magnetic lines of force by using a compass, as we have done. What are the properties of magnetic field lines? Magnetic field lines are imaginary lines used to calculate the extent of the strength of the magnetic field. Where the magnetic lines are denser, crowded, the field is more, magnetic field is stronger. The magnetic field lines are emerging from north and to its south pole. They are emerging from the north, as you will see, and point emerging from north to the south, as you will see what we have shown here. See this north, they are emerging from north to south, emerging from the north. These lines are curved and continuous. Third property. They are curved and continuous. Magnetic field lines are parallel to each other as they never intersect each other. Important question was asked on this. They never intersect each other. The number of magnetic field line per unit area or magnetic flux is more at the poles. That is the reason why strength is more at the pole. You have been seen that maximum density is near the poles, south and north. So magnetic field per unit area or magnetic flux is more at the poles. So that means strength is more at the poles than away from the poles. Note down very important points. Note down everything. Note down everything, students. Can see that Earth also has a Earth's magnetic field known as geomagnetic field, magnetic field that extends from Earth's interior out into the space. The interior of the Earth behaves like a magnet. Wherever it interacts with solar wind or stream of charged particles emanating from the sun, the magnetic field is generated by electric current due to motion of convection currents of a mixture of molten iron and nickel in the Earth's outer core. Earth's outer core has a lot of, what we have, iron and nickel. These convection currents are caused by heat escaping from the core, a natural process called geodynamo. The magnitude of Earth's magnetic field at surface ranges from 25 to 65 microtesla. T is the Tesla unit. So here is our Earth's magnetic pole, south and north. This is geographic North Pole. So dip needle sets horizontally, geographic South Pole. Geographic South Pole, Earth axis, magnetic field lines, Earth's magnetic pole. So Earth has a magnetic field. Earth has a magnetic field. That's what we have shown. This is important. Okay, that the direction of magnetic field due to current carrying conductor we will do next time. This time we have shown you that when a electric current is passed through a conductor like copper wire, it has magnetic properties, it has a magnetic field around it, there is a magnetic force which is exerted, and there are magnetic lines of force, and there is a regular definite pattern of these magnetic lines of force which are formed around a conductor through which current is flowing. This is the first part of it, which we have shown that, and we have told you what is a compass needle and what experiment was done to discover the magnetic effects of field, also how to sketch and draw the magnetic field lines by a compass needle, and what is the direction of these magnetic lines and properties of magnetic lines. All right, we will see you in the next class with the next lecture on this. All right, then I will meet you in the next class. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.